themselves. Gosh, you've heard a lot of talk already tonight about the coach-player relationship. I'm not going to spend much time going there. It was an honor for me to be able to coach Mike at one point when he was much younger and I was much younger. This is perhaps one of the most remarkable all-around athletes that we've ever inducted into the Volleyball Hall of Fame. He was a remarkable indoor player, a remarkable basketball player, but he certainly found a unique home on the beach. You've seen most of his accomplishments. What stands out for me is a couple of things. He played for a remarkable length of time. He managed his body, he managed the longevity of a career that's not easy to do at the very highest level, almost 20 years. And he was at the top almost that entire time. Mike is perhaps one of the most decorated beach volleyball athletes in the history of our sport, both in the United States and around the world. And you saw, of course, that he was a silver medalist at the very first beach volleyball Olympic Games in Atlanta. I said earlier today, and I think it's important to repeat, Mike is just one of the really good guys in our sport. Beyond being a tremendous player, a tremendous teammate, a tremendous performer, he was honored as the AVP's Sportsman of the Year and most inspirational player, more than any other athlete in the history of that tour. It's a recognition of his overall contribution, I think, as a player, as a coach, as an administrator to the sport of volleyball and beach volleyball. It is an honor for me to present to you Mike Dodd for induction into the Volleyball Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Doug. I'll start with a little story about Doug. Go back to the very early 80s when the USA Volleyball decided to move the National Team Training Center from Toledo, Ohio to San Diego, California. And we were all on the line. It was a remarkable generation of players. I was fortunate enough to be there, and there was Tim Hovland and St. John Smith and Randy Stoklos and Karch Karai, Pat Power, Steve Timmons, a number of what turned out to be some of the greatest beach players to ever play, as well as indoors. And I remember we were all lined up the very first day of practice, and you know, you got to remember we were young and brash, and you got Hovland there and St. John Smith, and Doug kind of looked at us and with almost like disdain, you know, and he's going, "You beach guys and all your adulation and fans and all that stuff on the beach. Well, that's going to stop now." And you know, and Yop, it's really been cool to meet you, and of course Peter. But Yop said something that really hit a chord with me about the circle, and you know, I think like Doug said, we were both really young at that time, and now I consider Doug one of the best friends of beach volleyball, and he's doing a lot for our sport, and he's done a lot for me, and so. I thank Doug for announcing me. And you look around, and there's a lot of really cool people that had a big impact, and I want to recognize one guy who had an impact not only on me slightly, but on my whole family, my whole extended family, my brothers, my daughters, and especially my wife. He's been so inspirational to her. Marv Dunphy, we'll hear him talk later. And Marv, talk about one of the good guys. That's him right there, Marv Dunphy. We're on the internet tonight, and I want to say hello to a few people that are watching, especially my daughter, Dallas. Hello. She just beat the number 16th ranked Team USD. She plays for St. Mary's College, and they had a match earlier. So hello to Dallas. Thanks for watching. There are some other people that may be watching. Again, Peter Blanchet is here, and hopefully some of his teammates from the Netherlands are watching. And if they are, Richard and Reindeer, hello. They're wonderful beach players, indoor players that turn to the beach later on in their career, and they're really good friends. And I think with Mauricio and the Brazilian contingency, I know there's a lot of people in Brazil, and I want to say muito obrigado to everyone in Brazil. Thanks. Brazil has I think the United States and Brazil has always had a very special relationship when it comes to beach volleyball. Not just hatred, but I think a little love and especially admiration. I think we push each other, and we've been doing it for a long time, and I thank everyone in Brazil. It's always been so wonderful to go there and play there, and that's been great. Okay. I want to thank my family who's here tonight. My mom, thank you for everything. Doug, thanks for being here. My nephew, Jorge. Linda, my wife's friend, with the Apple notebook, taking all of this down. My wonderful youngest daughter, Dominique, thanks for coming. She didn't want to miss school, so she flew in late on Friday, but she made it here. Thank you. And my wife, Patty, thank you for a lifetime of support, especially outside of volleyball. Thank you for helping me to be a better man. Thanks, honey. Love you. Finally, I want to thank everyone involved with the Hall of Fame, everyone here in Holyoke. Vicki, thank you for being so kind to my family and helping us get around. And everyone, really, it's been such an honor to be here, and it's so great to see, we all love volleyball so much, and to see so much love for our game here in this little city in Massachusetts. I think it's really cool, and I thank all of you for everything and all the hard work that all the volunteers have done to put together this really special time that we've all had here. Thank you. Good night.